In the quiet heartlands of America, tucked away from the bustle of major cities, there existed a small, industrious town whose life once thrived around factories and local businesses. Residents went about their daily routines with a sense of pride and community, unaware that a single industrial accident would soon transform their lives forever. According to multiple historical accounts and environmental reports, in the mid-20th century, this town became the site of an unprecedented chemical catastrophe. It all began in a modest industrial plant on the outskirts, where large quantities of a toxic chemical were stored and processed without the modern safety standards we take for granted today. Over time, the chemical, known for its high reactivity and volatile nature, began to accumulate hazardous byproducts due to improper containment practices and a series of minor, unreported leaks. Experts say these small failures were the warning signs. Yet, in the absence of strict regulatory oversight at the time, they went largely unnoticed. On the fateful day, a combination of an unexpected equipment malfunction and rising ambient temperatures led to a catastrophic reaction inside the plant's main containment unit. According to environmental historians, the resulting explosion and chemical release was unlike anything the residents had ever experienced. A cloud of toxic gas quickly enveloped the town. Eyewitnesses describe an eerie, almost surreal scene, the sky turning an unnatural hue, a heavy, acrid smell filling the air, and an oppressive silence that fell as people realized the gravity of the situation. Within minutes, emergency sirens wailed as the first residents began to experience severe symptoms: difficulty breathing, burning eyes, and nausea. The town's local hospitals, unprepared for such a mass casualty event, struggled to accommodate the flood of patients. Meanwhile, families attempted to flee, some successfully reaching safer areas, while others were tragically trapped by the rapidly spreading contamination. According to government reports released decades later, hundreds suffered permanent health consequences, with many losing their lives in the hours following the incident. Scholars analyzing the disaster emphasized that the chemical involved had a unique set of properties. It was heavier than air, allowing it to settle into low-lying areas, seeping into basements, homes, and workplaces, amplifying the human toll. Unlike natural disasters, which are often preceded by warnings, or wars which typically involve recognizable aggression and preparation, this chemical event struck with no notice, making the entire town effectively uninhabitable within hours. Environmental scientists who have studied the site note that the contamination persisted long after the immediate event, rendering the land toxic and challenging to rehabilitate. Decades later, some areas remain off-limits, with warning signs marking the boundaries of what was once a vibrant community. In examining the social impact, historians report that the town's population was dispersed across neighboring regions, fragmenting tight-knit families and long-standing friendships. Oral histories collected from survivors convey a haunting sense of loss, not only of property and livelihood, but of an entire way of life that simply vanished overnight. Economically, the region suffered as local businesses were destroyed, schools closed indefinitely, and the tax base evaporated. Government compensation was limited, and long-term healthcare provisions were inconsistent, further compounding the trauma experienced by residents. Environmental policy analysts often reference this town as a cautionary tale, illustrating how a single industrial oversight, compounded by regulatory gaps, can lead to irreversible consequences. Some experts argue that had modern safety standards and early warning systems been in place, the scale of the disaster could have been significantly reduced. While others note that even with precautions, the chemical's extreme volatility made complete prevention nearly impossible. Today, the ghost town serves as both a memorial and a stark lesson in chemical safety and community preparedness. Ruined foundations, rusted machinery, and abandoned homes stand as silent witnesses to what once was, a visual reminder of human vulnerability when technology outpaces safety measures. Environmental tours, documentaries, and academic studies often feature the site, emphasizing lessons in urban planning, industrial regulation, and emergency response. Researchers analyzing contemporary industrial disasters often draw parallels, noting that understanding the events of this town can inform current policies to prevent similar tragedies in other vulnerable communities. Moreover, public awareness campaigns frequently cite this incident to stress the importance of chemical handling protocols, employee training, and community emergency preparedness. While the town itself never recovered, its story sparked nationwide conversations about industrial oversight, environmental health, and corporate responsibility. Some survivors formed advocacy groups lobbying for stronger chemical safety laws and compensation for affected families, leaving a lasting impact on environmental legislation and public consciousness. Importantly, the narrative of this town underscores the unpredictability of industrial hazards and the profound human costs when preventive measures are neglected. It also highlights the resilience of displaced communities, who, despite losing their homes and heritage, found ways to rebuild their lives elsewhere. In reflecting on the psychological toll, experts suggest that the trauma experienced by residents, both physical and emotional, has implications that persist across generations, affecting health, economic stability, and community cohesion. Furthermore, the town's disappearance remains a point of fascination for historians and disaster analysts alike, serving as a case study in how modern societies can inadvertently create catastrophic risks. Documentary filmmakers and writers continue to explore the event, reconstructing narratives from government archives, survivor testimonies, and media reports, ensuring that the lessons remain accessible to wider audiences. In closing, while the town may have vanished overnight due to a chemical mishap, the memory of its people, their struggles, and the profound lessons it offers continue to resonate. The tragedy reminds us of the delicate balance between technological advancement and human safety, urging vigilance, preparedness, and respect for the unseen hazards that can, in an instant, reshape our world. And that's something worth remembering when you next consider the unseen forces shaping the places we call home. Please note, This content is for informational purposes only and does not substitute for professional guidance regarding chemical safety or disaster preparedness.